few weeks back, my dear friend Satish rang up. Satish and I have been friends for almost 20 years. We first bonded as fresh Delhi University graduates working with McKinsey as junior research analysts. So we would sit glued to a computer screen all day, pouring caffeine into our veins. We had hair back then and we used a comb. We called each other dude. So Satish called and said, "Dude, how is your Young India Fellowship going? Are you feeling any younger with your midlife crisis?" So he knows me really well. So he had been a pillar of support when I had first gone through an early life crisis. So I had switched multiple jobs in search of meaning and purpose. I had lived in a monastery for 2 years. I did an MBA from ISB Hyderabad but chose not to sit for campus placements. And then finally I became a yoga and meditation teacher. So in 2019, when I moved to England to teach yoga, he had warned me, "Dude, stay there till I come visit you in the UK once." Sadly for him, COVID hit, and by the time travel restrictions eased, I had decided to move back. In late 2021, I moved to Dubai to teach at the Jumeirah resort, and this time he was almost in tears. He was like, "Bhai, please, UK nahi to ek baar UAE aane diyo." So he finally did manage to visit me in the UK last year, but it was not the United Kingdom, it was the state of Uttarakhand. So I had set up base in Rishikesh. And just when he thought I had settled for good, I decided to join the YIF. So over a call, I joked with him, "Dude, this YIF has not resolved my midlife crisis, it has actually deepened it. I have come to discover that you and I, we are the scum of this earth. We are serial oppressors. So for starters, we are hetero cishet men. We are exploiting more than half the world. Then in an Indian context, we are upper caste and upper middle class. And then worst of all, we are these politically manipulative, power-hungry, aggressive Delhiites. So this toxic air in Delhi is specifically to kill people like us." So how do I now recover from this self-realization? I justify my existence by taking inspiration from Baba Sahib Ambedkar. So I keep reminding myself, I had no control over being born an oppressor, but I will not die as one. So while my spiritual journey had started with seeking a personal nirvana, my wanderings led me to an insight. I realized that as long as I am supporting systemic injustice or the arrogance of privilege, I will not find inner peace. And I try to apply this insight every day. Each time I practice or teach yoga, I consider it a yajna. So I try to burn off bits of my own and my students' selfish ego identity. People ask me, this wellness domain is such a booming industry, so why don't you monetize it more? I tell them I'm already very wealthy. I feel like I've made some great investments and I've got billions in my karmic bank account. So I say, sometimes I feel like I'm the Warren Buffett of spirituality. And my mission in life is to create spiritual wealth for all my shareholders. And every soul I interact with automatically becomes a shareholder. My investment philosophy is simple: generating joy and compassion through an obsessive pursuit of truth. So when I moved to England with a 5-year work visa and the prospect of a British passport, my investment model showed that for spiritual growth, the Indian UK is much better than the foreign one. I'm able to continue with this radical pursuit of truth because I also have an amazing co-founder. So while I am the head of strategy, my wife Sumashri is the COO, the Chief of Operations. So whenever I'm getting carried away with high philosophy, she insists that I cut the faff and I walk the talk. Satish, for his part, is a self-appointed board member. So he claims that he was an early stage investor, and so the valuation of his holding in the company is also worth hundreds of millions. So to protect his wealth, he must be the devil's advocate. Whenever he asks me that why at a time when I should be fathering children and sending them to school, I have gone off to become a liberal arts student, I tell him not to doubt Baba Buffet's infinite wisdom. He has a knack for coming up with counterintuitive investments. After all, why should there be an age limit for asking the toughest questions in the world or for storming through new frontiers of truth? I was born into the chains of Maya and ignorance, but I will die fighting to break them for myself and all my shareholders. Woohoo!